Welcome back to Bay Area Focus. Earlier, I interviewed Jason Hoffman, co-founder of 5-1 Oakland. Let's take a look. Well, Jason, thanks so much for joining us. So tell me about 5-1 Oakland. You're in your 5th year,
Yeah,
right?
5 years. Started with my good friend Yoshi Akiba,
Who everybody knows in the Bay Area.
Yeah, co-owner of Yoshi's Jazz Club, and we thought it'd be fun to work on a project together. So we created 5-1 Oakland to support music education in the Oakland public schools. And we started the process by just engaging all the existing teachers and asking what their needs were. And then we created programming around those needs.
Talk about that need, because a lot of the times when programs are being cut in schools, it's the arts.
That's right. It's the first thing they cut, unfortunately. And there's plenty of statistics and measurements built around, those that participate in art and music and how that correlates with success in core subjects, as well as even showing up to school and matriculating. And so the fact that they're being cut and they're so directly and indirectly connected to success in school is really unfortunate. So thankfully, there's a lot of amazing educators that realize the importance of art and music education during the school day and make sure that those programs exist. And for those schools that have trouble with funding and keeping those alive, we come in and help with that.
So what is it about the arts program and music and the arts that helps influence how you do in other classes?
Well, one, it gets you to show up to school. If you don't have
You're interested?
Yeah, you're interested. So, sports is one thing, art and music is another thing. It keeps kids showing up to school, matriculating because they want to participate. And if they don't get the right grades in other classes, it usually means that they can't participate in these relevant programs that are, interested to them as children. And so that's, it's the issues are twofold. One, it gets kids showing up, and two, and it's largely forgotten, is music as a form of mental health and therapy. And so a lot of our work is in areas of high trauma. And these kids are dealing with things that we could really, truly never understand, and unless you've experienced it yourself. And so by having art and music during the school day, it's a form of release. It allows them to spend a period or two really engaging in something creative, so by the time they show up to English or math class, they're energized. It changes their whole being. And so beyond the importance of education, it really does wonders for them as far as the whole child is concerned.
So how does this work? You actually go out to the schools?
Yeah, we send professional artists into the schools to help mentor and motivate and do master classes, inspirational talks, and then we connect the students to stages outside of school at Yoshi's or the Fox Theater or festivals. And so we intertwine student musicians with professional musicians like Sheila E., Guapole, Lettucey, all these amazing Oakland musicians that have come throughout the years.
That's amazing.
And so they get this real life practical experience of learning how a stage is produced, showing up on time for sound check, learning how to understand what music they're going to be playing and when they're going to come on, and going through those steps, which are essential in really teaching students life lessons.
And when they go through this, does it make them think about their future more and what they want to do?
Absolutely. Their future becomes reality because a lot of things in school are very abstract. And so by putting it to real project-based learning, they realize, wow, I could do this, or there's more beyond being on stage. We've had students that realize through the process that they'd rather be behind the scenes, producing a stage or managing an artist or doing marketing and PR. And so it's really showing them what else is around the stage and the different work opportunities that exist, and then they start to engage.
It's amazing because, as you said, they're exposed to some pretty amazing artists.
Yeah.
Sheila E. actually sits on the board, right?
She's on our board, and we actually created a partnership with her called Elevate Oakland. And so she and another amazing artist and educator, Lynn Mabry, started the Elevate Hope Foundation in Los Angeles. And we had done some work with Sheila and discussed partnering. And so we created Elevate Oakland together. And the four of us, Lynn, Sheila, Yoshi, and I, have thrown some major benefits. We've got one coming up in September. And to really implement programs at schools where they don't exist. And so the project Elevate Oakland, our main work is at McClymonds High School, which has been without art and music for 12 years, and we have artists there every Thursday and Friday, every week throughout the whole day.
Well, that's great. You're doing some amazing work. Jason, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about it.
Thanks for having me.
All right. And for more information about 5-1 Oakland, just log on to 51oakland.org. Again, that's 51oakland.org. Coming up, more arts from the annual Yerba Buena Garden Festival. We'll be back.